Well, folks, Vice President Harris just threw everyone a curveball. Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota, is her pick for running mate. This election cycle keeps getting more interesting. Walz isn't exactly a household name, I'll grant you that. But don't let that fool you. This guy is a political powerhouse in the making. We're used to the VP slot going to someone from a swing state, right? Think Pennsylvania, Florida, places like that. Not this time. Harris went with substance over geography. She sees something special in Walz. And honestly, I think she's onto something. This could really shake things up. So, who is this Midwestern mystery man? Walz has been quietly racking up wins in Minnesota. He's got a knack for getting things done, even in a divided government. That's gold in today's political climate. Trust me, folks, this is a name you're going to be hearing a lot more of. Now, let's talk policy. Walz is a bit of an enigma. He's got this progressive streak a mile wide. Back in Minnesota, they call his agenda the Minnesota Miracle. Think paid family leave, more money for education, the works. But hold on. Before you go sticking Walz in a box with the squad, he's also a pragmatist. He knows how to work across the aisle. He's got friends on both sides. This isn't about ideology with him. It's about getting things done for everyday people. Remember the defund the police movement? Walz didn't shy away from the conversation. He listened to the concerns, but he also stood his ground on the need for public safety. This is a guy who isn't afraid to have tough conversations. So, is he a progressive champion or a middle-of-the-road moderate? Honestly, it's a little bit of both, and that might just be his secret weapon. He can bridge the divide in the Democratic Party. And you know what? We need that now more than ever. Let's address the elephant in the room, shall we? Josh Shapiro. The Pennsylvania governor was the frontrunner for this VP slot. He's got the battleground state cred, and he's no slouch on policy either. So what happened? Word on the street is, some folks on the left had reservations about Shapiro. They weren't thrilled with his stance on certain issues. Let's just say his record on criminal justice reform raised a few eyebrows. Enter Tim Walz, the compromise candidate. He's got progressive bona fides, but he's not seen as a firebrand. He can talk to the progressives without alienating the moderates. It's a delicate dance, but Walz has shown he can pull it off. And let's not forget, folks, this isn't just about policy. It's about personality, too. Walz has this down-to-earth, relatable charm that Shapiro, well, lacks. He's the kind of guy you want to have a beer with. And in a general election, that matters. Planning for a fight. Battleground blues. Ignoring the map and playing the long game. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Rachel, you just said Walz is from Minnesota. That's not exactly a swing state. And you're right, it's not. But here's the thing. The old rules of politics are changing. Think about it. How often does a VP candidate actually swing their home state? Not as often as you'd think. The truth is, it's about national appeal. It's about energizing the base and winning over undecided voters. Harris and her team are playing chess, not checkers. They're looking at the big picture. They're betting that Walz's appeal to working families, his record of accomplishment, and his message of unity will resonate across the country. It's a bold strategy, no doubt, but hey, fortune favors the bold. Fortune. Political building, building bridges, not walls. Walz as the great uniter. Let's be honest, the Democratic Party has been a little fractured lately. We've got our different factions, our different priorities, and sometimes it feels like we spend more time fighting each other than we do fighting the other guys. That's where Walz comes in. He's a uniter, not a divider. He's got this uncanny ability to bring people together. He listens to different perspectives. He finds common ground. He builds consensus. It's kind of his superpower. And that's exactly what the Democrats need right now. We need someone who can bridge the gap between the progressives and the moderates, between the young and the old, between the city folks and the rural folks. We need someone who can remind us that we're all on the same team. With Walz on the ticket, Harris is sending a clear message. This isn't about left versus right. It's about right versus wrong. It's about fighting for the soul of America. And she's inviting all of us to join the fight. Now it's time to get involved, America. Well, folks, there you have it. Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. The ticket to beat in 2024? I think so. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and let's get this conversation started.